I need to brush my teeth.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with the Crestone Energy Fair team. Once again, Crestone Energy Fair is fast approaching September 16th and 17th, 2023, which is this coming weekend. So we're leaving here in 5 days, and the date is rapidly approaching. Everyone's excited about it, and we are here to discuss some of the things, just to update you about what's happening. So welcome Rex, who is over there at 2342, and the Crestone Energy Fair team, which is Nick Navarez, Lisa, Bodie, and
Brett Buchanan.
I'll remember that in about 2 more years. All right, Crestone guys, tell us what is going on.
Woo, we got a lot leading up to the build this week of the event site. And so where do we want to start? Let's go with a little pre. We left you last time with this natural build. Brett can give a quick update on where we're at with that.
Yeah.
And then go into all of our details.
Yeah, we've got a natural build on site. We're going to demonstrate aircrete, hempcrete, stonemason, free stacking, and straw bale. We have the stone foundation up and the bond being poured. So next Saturday, we'll be doing demonstrations in all 4.
And Sunday.
And Sunday.
Yes.
Well, yeah, Saturday and Sunday. And it's going to be a building that will be a shed with a live roof with plants on the roof.
So did I see that there was a foundation of stone being laid?
Yep.
Okay, I saw that. That looks pretty beefy.
No, it's good looking, and it's all stone from Crestone. So
Beautiful.
Nice.
Conglomerates right there.
Yep.
So
what are you hand collecting the rocks locally, and people are donating piles of rocks from their yard or something?
we're getting dump trucks and loads where we can get them.
Straw bales donated, dirt moved. So yeah, so that's been kind of happening pre, and then we're going into this week with volunteers starting to show up on Wednesday. So if you haven't signed up and you want to volunteer, we'll give you a free meal ticket for each 3 to 4 hour shift all the way through Monday. So starting this Wednesday through Monday the 19th, we were looking for volunteers. You can go to signup.com, look for Crestone Energy Fair, and you can check out all the shifts. So, and then that'll lead us into the event Saturday. If you want to give some highlights, Nick.
Sure. So, the theme of our event this year is Reimagine Self-Village Nature. And, we're really, we're asking the community and the people who are coming to help us envision what the future looks like in a more sustainable world, and when you're really living off the land and living more communally. Again, one of the reasons why people always think we're a big hippie commune up here. But we have some really cool talks this year. We have our natural builders panel where the variety of builders come and talk about the pros and cons of different building substrates. Then we have our Dreamers of the Future panel, right?
Future panel.
And that one,
I'll be on it.
And Lisa's going to be on that one. You want to talk about a little bit about that one? That's a new one this year.
Sure. Well, just Dreamers of the Future goes on that theme of we're trying to reimagine systems that have been there. Our systems are breaking, whether you want to talk about our government, the schools, our healthcare, our food. So we're really about claiming that sovereignty and creating solutions locally that then can be models to inspire other places. So, ones that we've got before those building codes and how we can really be doing our own regulations, especially being a frontier county or rural, that we know what works best in our locale, not the state, not the next levels, but we want to work in partnership. So we're really trying to reimagine, how do you work in partnership with your governments, your inspectors, your builders, your homeowners associations. So we're really reframing that. I would say too, how there's a lot of competition for funding in small communities, whether it's for volunteers and your funding. So how do we remodel these things so that we're really supporting each other and not having a redundancy of services too? So that panel is going to explore with a few of us, with Goldie Mariola and maybe Lydia Sprouts, but we may have a new Crestone Energy Fair baby on the way.
Yeah, poor Lydia. Poor Lydia. She's literally about to explode. She's even her midwife, who I think Alicia is doing a panel or doing a talk. This Alicia Chambers is doing a talk in the Wellness Village. She's a midwife,
Mhm.
and she told Lydia, like, you probably shouldn't be moving a lot. You may not be
Mhm.
pregnant for much longer. So, and Lydia is our booking, booking manager for, both the speakers and the musicians. So I'll be taking that part over in lieu of her.
Sounds awesome. Which, if Lydia's not there, we're going to need more volunteers, which makes everyone listening right now that's coming. If you can get there early, sign up as a volunteer over at CrestoneEnergyFair.org. You can also, there's like a QR code you can take a picture of and go right there. And like Bo said, what is that? Signup.com?
Yep, signup.com. It's instead of giving you all the crazy letters, like just go signup.com, Crestone Energy Fair. You'll find all the shifts. We've got like 250 shifts throughout this next week to fill.
And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we're feeding all of our volunteers. If you donate, I think 4 hours, we'll feed you a meal.
Yep.
So we have an amazing kitchen going. We have organic vegetables from around the area being donated.
Valley Roots Food Hub will come in. So our local food hub is also, and Crestone Mercantile, our cloud station, our local food markets donate and support that. Oh, and
Buffalo,
Grand Island bison and Earth Knack, we're getting 20 pounds of bison. So if you like that, it's a local farm here in the Valley. So thanks, Kevin and Robin, for that. And then we can go, we've got the whole weekend's content. Oh, great. Thanks for pulling that up. So yeah, we've got a wellness village too. So if you are into more of yoga, Tai Chi, you want to meditations, your flow dance, that's going to be the place to go and maybe have a little more chill. We call it the non-stimulation station we were requested to put in, where it wasn't so much with all this energy. So there you're going to find massage therapists, reflexology, and some of our more health-oriented vendors in the Wellness Village. Yeah. So do you want to talk about layout a little so people know where they're going?
So this event, I don't think I've sent this over to you, Diamond, so I apologize. Our event is spread out over the small town of Crestone. It's not that big. It's maybe like 3 blocks by 3 blocks. But still, when you drive into Crestone, the first thing you're going to see is the building demonstration. It's going to be right in front of you. It's on a piece of private property. And it's going to be where, throughout the week or the weekend, we'll be demonstrating those technologies. Then as you drive into the town of Crestone, you'll be stopped. If you try going on the first street on, Cottonwood, you will be stopped because we will be taking over most of that street for a couple blocks, where we have about 6 or 7 food vendors and our cloud station stage, which will have most of the, half and half, speakers and musicians throughout the 2 days. And then going back more into town, in our main park is where a lot of the vendors are going to be, as well as the main stage, and the Rainbow Lightning, which is our kids village area. Our artist installation, which they're going to be reimagining what a sustainable living room is going to look like, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like reimagining the commons. With how our building, and then how do we share our common spaces together as well? And we're going to have our sacred fire ceremonial fire there for the weekend with Allison and Chris. And Brett's on our building panel with Sean King moderating, so he may want to say a word about that.
We've got an interesting building panel this year with the county commissioners and with Eric Fisenich from Off Grid Guru, and with Sean King, who's lead the natural build. And we're going to talk about the dilemma that we faced this year with the county and with the state of them pushing new codes upon our county. And we're a frontier county. So frontier, we're 8,000 people in our entire county. We're not rural, we're tiny. And so to get pushed major codes upon us, it doesn't fly. It costs too much.
Tiny in size, but quite big. We're almost the size of Maine.
It's
we have 8,000 people in a place the size of Maine. We don't have enough people to have a single stoplight in the entire county.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
That's why we like it on here. But we'll have county commissioners on there. We'll talk about the process, the codes. But we pushed back and we worked with the county to get our square footage to be 150 square feet. maximum
Mi-
or minimum.
minimum. Yeah.
Minimum. There is no
Yeah.
minimum square footage out here.
Yeah.
Really.
Now in Saguache County, that was one of the last pockets of freedom in the United States where you can pay a small fee, get a building permit, and there are no codes, so you can just go to town.
Yeah.
Well, and
And that you really need to maintain that. That's crucial.
We gotta
That's
fight
really
for
the
that.
reason the energy fair exists, right? It's like, people could come here and build whatever they wanted out of trash if they wanted to, right? And
Yeah.
and to have that taken away from this place is really going to be a detriment. So there's a lot of people
Yeah.
like Brett and Lisa, which thank you guys
Yeah.
both for fighting for that right. And so far they've been able to get it at least delayed for a couple of years. So we still have the ability to build what we want for now. But the state is really breathing hard down our throats to force us into a code system, and they're going to get a fight back.
Yeah.
Can't you pass some legislation that says that you will never change the building code or something that supersedes any other law?
Well, since we have never had building codes ever,
Yeah.
the ruling goes is that we do not have to accept any new codes that get pushed our way. Since we didn't have any codes. If we had codes, it'd be a different story. But we've never had building codes.
But for now,
we got to fight to maintain it.
Yeah.
We want to thank Saguache County, though, and our county commissioners. They have been the main sponsor of this event for as long as we've been here, and I know. And so they always support us with sales tax grants, and they do that for all of these small organizations in the county, from your schools to the library, everywhere. So they work really hard, and they really are listening. They're coming to the table of let's have this this conversation collaboratively. So hopefully we're going to have one or two of our commissioners to up there to join us, and then thanking the town of Crestone for allowing us to have it in this space and all of their parks and kind of take over town for the weekend. And then you want to talk about home tours a little?
Sure. Our one of our biggest money makers. We have 3 money makers this year, right? Otherwise, we really depend on sponsorships and on people donating to us. We have the first one is going to be on Friday night at T Road Brewing. There's a new local band called Crestoners, I believe, and they're going to be donating $1 for every draft beer that people buy to the Energy Fair. The second one on Saturday, we have an after party at the Mountain Laurel Apothecary, so that's right in town as well. And we have a couple bands actually coming to perform for us late night. And I'll be bartending because someone had to do it. And
you're free.
It's like, yeah, exactly. So, and then our third thing that really makes us a lot of money, or that makes a significant amount of money for us, is our home tours. And so Saturday and Sunday mornings, you'll be able to tour finished and unfinished homes that have been built with these amazing technologies. So I think we have straw bale, we have an earthship, we have a train car, we have a home made out of grain silos, which is really cool. Grain silos are like $6,000 for a structure that's almost 2,000 square feet if you split it into two. It's amazing.
You can put climbing walls on the inside all the way up.
Cool. They're so neat. But you have to register ahead of time because those do fill up. So people are coming in person. Definitely encourage you to check that out. The other thing is that, this year we are going to be live streaming again. So if you aren't able to join us in person, you can go to our website, CrestoneEnergyFair.org, and you'll be able to see, and our YouTube channel, it'll be on YouTube, which is, just search Crestone Energy Fair. And you'll be able to see the entire 2-day program from the main stage on that channel. So, and I believe we are going to try to record the building demonstrations as well. Diamond, I could use your help on recording, some of the talks on the Cloud Station stage. I know you and Leah are going to be on that stage one day. So we could definitely use a little help there. But we're really excited. It's going to be a great year. I'm
stoked.
Something else new. So, in the past, we've powered one of our stages with solar power. This year, we're powering all 3 of our stages with solar power. Additionally, we have our Coil Solar, who's our provider for that.
Bless you.
Is going to is coming early. Is coming the week before and the week after. and he has figured out a grant program that the government is giving away to farmers. So it has to be a legitimate farmer who has a significant amount of acreage that they're farming and selling their produce, and has figured out a program that pays for their entire solar installation and batteries and gives it back to the farmer for free. So he's here talking about that with sorry, we just went to screensaver for a second. And so if you want to talk with him about that program, he will be here at the event as well.
Always opportunities at the Energy Fair. I wanted to throw one other thing in for fundraising. I'm going to be doing a talk on bringing back soil to life, bringing back your soil to life, how to build a Johnson Sioux bioreactor. I'm going to go over all different types and styles that you can build out of just stuff laying around. But the reactor that I'm bringing for the demonstration, we're going to raffle it off, $1 a ticket or whatever, and all the money goes back to the Energy Fair so that we can get hundreds of people, because anyone can use this locally and everyone's composting.
Yeah, everyone's composting, and
I need that
everyone's composting, and there are bears around, so that would be really helpful because the bears get really nasty right now.
Yeah, and hey, Rex, you're going to be there at a booth as well, right? You want to tell the audience a little bit of stopping by to see you?
Hey guys, hey everybody. So super excited for this opportunity, and yeah, I just did a podcast the other day on smart cities, and I'm like, they scare me, right? So I'm so looking forward to going to Crestone again, one of my very favorite places. And as I said before, smart cities make stupid people. So let's go hang out in Crestone where we actually have smart people. And what a beautiful area. Super looking forward to it. And I'm going to have a bunch of stuff there to give away to people that say hello at the booth. And I'm really looking forward also to the presentation that Diamond's going to be doing. So the live soil stuff, I want to learn more about that. I think that's really cool.
Nice. For sure.
Hey, Diamond, can I mention, I know we've got these fundraising outlets, but I want our audience and to be transparent, and especially with our local community, our whole crew has been volunteering all year. We volunteer all year to make this happen, and that's thousands of hours amongst everyone. And we don't do anything but small stipends, and that may be from $100 to $500 up to $1,000 for our people. That's if we can be in the black after the event. If not, it's the coordinators that are putting that back in from their pockets. Oh, it's different on the screen. Their pockets. I really do want to encourage that we're trying to shift things from saying things are free. And thanks, Goldie, for that, who does our home chores, is that we're doing this in the spirit of giving. We're exchanging a lot so that we can get this knowledge out and to support you and check your emails and give you links to resources later. But in that, it's like, can you volunteer? Great. If not, could you give a small donation? And so Colorado Gives is the platform we're using this year. So it's Colorado Gives Day. You can just search for Crestone Energy Fair under Succeed, which is Saguache County. Oh, it's such a long one. Environment and economic, Saguache County Sustainable Environment and Economic Development. And I should know that they're our fiscal sponsor. So thanks. They've been working with us for years,
and that's the way we're able to accept donations as a 501c3 is we're able to filter it through them and not have to do a lot of the reporting and stuff like that. They do that for us. But it allows us to take in, nonprofit donation status and give back a letter saying you donated to a nonprofit, so it's tax deductible.
Yeah, you can go get free clothes at the free box because Amory's going to have it for the fashion show. So if you forgot something, you can swing by there and work with those folks. If you forgot something from home, check the free box.
Yeah, if you've never been to Crestone, we have this really cool little thing called a free box where if you just have lightly used stuff that's still good, you can just bring it, and it's like the neatest manifestation place ever. Like when I first moved here, I didn't really have much. And I certainly didn't have clothes for the winter. And I lived in my RV. I was able to get a down coat, full-length coat in the free box for free. And that definitely saved my life, I think. During the first winter I was here. So it's pretty neat. And so we're doing a fashion show with clothes that are found there during, I think Saturday, right?
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. Got it.
And Succeed has a pancake breakfast Sunday morning.
Oh yeah.
So
That's a fundraiser
come
for them.
early Sunday for your pancakes and hang out with us. And
They have this giant griddle that's like a trailer they bring in.
Yeah, it's really big. I'm trying to think what else. What else is happening?
Well, I got something to say. A lot of my fans of my channels are coming out more than any year before. So if you're a fan and you're coming out to see me, or you're a fan of Rex coming out to see just to see us, you've got to. The prerequisite is you have to take at least one volunteer shift because you've got to give back. You know, you can't just keep taking your whole life. So if you're going to come out, it's only a few hours.
$20 is cool. $20, $40,
Yeah.
$50, $100. That's cool too. You
Yeah.
can do that as well. If you don't want to volunteer, we're fine with that.
I think everyone could chip in a shift or help clean up or set up, especially people getting there early or leaving.
yeah, another cool one that was like our local rural electric co-op. You know, they've had a shift in their management, which is great. So now they're one of our main sponsors as well. So we want to thank, you know, Wade Lockhart for setting that up for San Luis Valley Rural Electric Corporation co-op, because they're really looking at those reimagining the future with our energy too, and like ways that we can work as a community. So yeah, we've got a good lineup, good sponsors, good vendors. It's going to be fun, and dancing. You have to have fun.
Yeah.
Too.
We have some great live music.
Hey mom, you want to say hi?
Yeah, one of the best weekends of the entire year coming up in Crestone, the 34th annual Crestone Energy Fair, Reimagine Self Village Nature. There's cool stuff to buy. There's cool things to do. There are talks. There are workshops. If you care anything about sustainability, permaculture, getting off grid, being more sovereign, all those good things, you're going to find something that interests you at this event. And not only that, there's partying every night that are fundraisers. You got the home tours. It doesn't end. So a full weekend coming up in Crestone. Rex, you got any final words?
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, and be the change you want to see, everybody. And we'll see you at the Crestone Energy Fair. I'll be there. Hello.
Crestone team.
Nanu, nanu,
Nanu.
or no.
All right, we'll see you all at Crestone.
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.
Diamond.
Yep, that's a boom.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
Yes,
Thanks.
Colorado General info.